Hey guys, this is Akash from Pro Rider Vlogs, back with another video. In this video I'll be giving you a first ride impression of the new Hornet 180cc 2.0. Let's see how this performs on the road. First of all, I would like to thank Tansi Honda in Marathalli in Bengaluru for letting us test ride this vehicle. Today we have launched this bike in this showroom. I'll be leaving you a few clips of it as well. Okay, first impressions on this bike. The clutch is really smooth. It has definitely been improved from the older Hornet 160cc. Now this bike gets 184.4cc single cylinder air cooled engine. I wish Hornet they should have improved, at least they should have updated it as at least an oil cooling. So on the engine front I would have definitely liked the oil cooling at least. And the next thing instantly you'll notice is the throttle response of this bike. This bike is really good, like response wise. Obviously now this bike gets a bigger cc engine, and now this engine is able to churn out around 17.03 ps of power and 16.10 newton meters of torque. That is more than the previous 160 one. The old one used to develop somewhere around 14.5 odd horsepower. So this is a big improvement on that front. And since everyone know about the Honda's refinement levels, this bike is no different. In fact, with the BS6 update, they have improved over the previous Hornet 160, which is a very good deal. And this bike weighs in around 142 kgs, which is actually very good. Talking about the instrument cluster, there is slight revisions on this as well. This kinda look similar to the older one, but the dials are bigger. There is much more information on this bike. Like namely, you get the older one didn't had a gear position indicator, so this one gets one. And the most interesting feature is the voltmeter. It displays the voltage of your battery, which is good during long rides as well as in city rides. If you can know if your battery is running bad, that is a big plus point, I would say. And other usual thing, you have this RPM meter here, and you have your odometer here. And when you toggle through these switches, you get trip A, trip B. It has got 2 trip meters and a fuel gauge and a clock. There is nothing more than this. And over here you get your telltale lights. You get a pass switch here, I mean the pass indicator, and the next one is the ABS, and the next one is a neutral indicator, and the next one is a fuel injection malfunction indicator. And one more good thing is it has separate lights to blink for the left and right indicator as well. And talking about the indicators, you get all LEDs. The 4 indicators are LEDs, and even the headlight as well as tail light. The old one, the Hornet 160R, had only LED headlight and as well tail light, but this one gets all LED setup, which is really very good. And there are only very few competitors in this segment which offers LED setup. That is, you can compare this to the Hero Extreme 160R, which was launched very recently. That one gets full LED setup as well. And The engine comes mated to a 5-speed gearbox, which is not bad actually. They have played with the gear ratios really well, and they have given good gearing across all the gears. I mean good torque across all the gears. You can feel all that 16.10 Newton meters of torque. There is no lag anywhere, is what I can feel. And adding to that delight, you get a very light clutch, which is makes your riding experience really good. And as far as tires are concerned, you get new Maxxis tires. You get a bigger section as well. You get 110 bar 70 bar 17s in the front, and at the rear you get the same 140 bar 70 bar 17s. But now these are Maxxis tires. What I have been told by Honda is these are better than the MRFs which used to come with the older Hornet 160R. And the main USP which I personally feel is the front golden USD forks. They are made by Showa, and adding to that, the rear monoshock is being carried over from the old Hornet 160R, and it does a pretty great job in handling bad roads. As you can see, there are slight bad patches on this, and it has handled really well. The front one feels slightly stiffer though, but the rear one hasn't been changed from the previous generation Hornet. And one thing which I dislike though is the front 3-pot caliper, which has been removed from this, and you get a 2-pot caliper, but you get the same Nissin calipers which used to come with the standard version of the Hornet 160R. That is the single disc variant. And now what you get new in this Hornet 160R is the engine kill switch, which Honda was not actually recognized for giving in the 160cc segment, or even in the 200cc segment. In the old Hornet you used to not get a kill switch, which is I think which is good as per me, because Honda used to not provide earlier. And on the left side, talking about the switch gear, you get pass light switch over here, and you get high beam, low beam here, and you get left and right indicators here, and horn here. And horn is kind of okay, it's not too meek or it's not too loud, but on the highways you will definitely have to change for a different horn. And coming to the right side, you have got hazard switch over here, which is I think first in the segment, and you have got engine kill switch here, and you have got starter button over here. The bike feels really smooth, and adding to that, the posture, you get a single piece handlebar, which is pretty comforting, and the foot pegs are in the center set position. It's not rear set nor in the front set, so you get a better highway cruising speed. Although I would like if they would have given a smaller visor or a little bigger windshield, which would have helped a lot in highways. This is mainly targeted as a city commuter, which you can take it to your office or you can take it to your college, and you can use it very good. And these mirrors kind of feel not so good design wise, but view is pretty decent. Not that good, I would say, because I can actually see my shoulder over here. So in that case, these mirrors can be improved in the next updates. Braking is actually very good. Currently I'm using just rear brakes, and it actually works pretty good. And adding to that, this bike gets single channel ABS. At this price point, if you consider the Apache 200 4V, you get dual channel ABS. So I just wished Honda gives it a dual channel ABS, although the braking is not so bad. I mean, the rear brakes you have to actually use less. The main braking should be in the front, the 80% front brakes. And I'm actually loving this bike. It's really flickable in the city, and tires during this test ride I have not skidded even after hard braking. The front feels a little spongy though, but bite is good, but on the lever the feedback is little spongy. This bike weighs in around 142 kgs, and the seat height is actually pretty decent. I am 5 feet 7, and I am able to plonk my both the legs on the ground pretty easily. And one more change which you get is the split seat setup. This bike gets split seats as standard now, and the seating comfort is very good. It's not too soft, not too hard. For the pillion it gets a little narrower, but nevertheless you can seat a pillion comfortably for at least around 100 kilometers. This bike is available in 4 colors, namely this red and grey combination which I have over here, and another one is blue and grey combination, and one more is complete black, I mean the black and grey, and one more is orange and grey. They have played with colors a little bit good. My favorite color amongst these will be the black and grey. It looks really stealth in that color. Currently I don't think the ABS is working because I can see the ABS light blinking, so I'll not be doing hard braking test because of the fear of skidding, so mind me for that. The throttle response is really good, as you can see here. They have definitely improved over the Hornet 160R. And the styling bit, they have done a few tweaks here and there. That they have changed this design of the tank struts, and slightly revision in the design over the side rear panels, which is making it a really beefier look. And yeah, I pretty much like this bike since they have given a bigger 185cc engine roughly, and the instrument cluster here and there they have done very good revisions. And highway cruisability will easily sit between 90 to 100 is what I feel. That's a really sweet spot. And the most important thing on the highway cruising will be the vibrations. This bike has got nothing, literally nothing. So it doubles up as a really good city commuter as well as a highway tourer, which is very good. And the gearbox is really smooth and click shifting. There are no any false neutrals. This doesn't get slipper clutch though, but I don't actually miss slipper clutch. I am a RTR 200 owner which has been equipped with slipper clutch, so I don't actually miss that slipper clutch feeling on this. The engine is really peppy, I liked it. As always, Hondas are actually known for their refinement and smoothness levels. Flicking around in traffic is easy. As you can see, I can just flick around really easily, and it's picking up pace really well. There's no complaints, like there's no lag in fueling or anything. It is really picking up good. And the stability, this bike is stable as hell. I can assure you, even at 100 speeds and even when you're cross-cutting in opposite wind, you will not be feeling that the bike is going unstable or anything. And the handlebars are wide enough, adding to that, so you'll feel really composed on this bike. And the fit finish level is really good. All are mostly fiber parts, and though they have slightly reduced the quality on the few plastic parts, like the plastic parts like the mudguard and other plastic parts here and there, but that's okay at the price point at which this bike is coming. The U-turn, as you can see, is really good. It is not taking much of a U-turn, and the weight is really balanced on this bike, which I think this is the most better in power to weight ratio. Although I don't have the speedometer working here because it's a test ride vehicle, I can easily tell this is at 4000 rpm. It's doing around 60 kilometers per hour, and it is pretty good in city. Overall, what I feel is this bike is a really good bike, and I don't think it's worth upgrading if you have the Hornet 160R to this. If you have other the lower cc bikes like 100cc or 110, this is definitely a good beginner bike. And as you could see, I did a slightly panic braking and it worked pretty well. And in the highway, I forgot to add one thing. The range is important. So this bike returns around 45 kmpl is what I've been told, and this is a 12 liter tank, so it should give you roughly around 450 to 500 kilometers in a full tank. Although I would not suggest you to ride completely with the full tank. Since this is a fuel injected bike, you got to keep around 2 to 3 liters as reserve. City flickability is where this bike shines. Like, you can throw around anywhere. See here. As you can see, it's very flickable. The torque is amazing, the 16 Nm torque. The older Hornet was kinda laggy, the initial ones. Like, the power delivery was slightly very linear and laggy at times, but yeah, they have improved on that front. And the price point which this bike is at 1.26 lakhs ex-showroom, that is roughly around 1.6 lakhs on road here in Bengaluru. So I feel it's a pretty good deal. I am yet to test this lights, the LED lights. I've been told that it's better than the old Hornet 160R's LEDs. So let's see how that performs in the night, if it is possible. The engine sounds throaty, and the exhaust note is really smooth. It's not loud. It's not even like a medium loud like other bikes, you know, in this segment. Especially the Apache RTR 164V and even the NS 160. This is really very silent bike, which makes highway cruising bliss. Man, I'm in love with the gearbox. It's like perfect with shifts. There is no any snatchiness on the gearbox. And on this happy note, I would like to conclude this video by saying this is a very good beginner's bike who are looking for a 150cc or even a 160cc bike. Currently with the competition, this fares really well. Although I have little problem with the pricing, they should have priced it little lower. But nevertheless, this bike really performs great and worth paying for a Honda. And if you are from Bengaluru city, You can contact Tansi Honda here in Marathalli if you want test rides as well as booking. They have got the bikes over here and they are ready for delivery. And on this happy note, I would like to conclude my videos. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Akash from Pro Rider Vlogs signing off. See you in the next video.